And so, with all of that said, good evening, good morning, wherever you're seeing this from. I'm Jermaine Johnson, one of your many servant leaders, hosts, and my beautiful wife and I have been blessed only because of a team to achieve the director position in this company. And it's been a blessing ever since we saw what you are about to see. And I want to first also, I want to give you the opportunity to thank whoever invited you here to take a look at some information that they saw, which has proven to be life changing to them. And so they may have reached out to you and told you to jump on here and to listen to this last presentation of 2025. And so I consider it an honor to be asked to close out this year with showing you some information that can change your life for years to come. And just to let you know who I am, I'm Jermaine Johnson, my short Dun and Bradstreet. I used to be one of the top 5 youth pastors in the nation, come out of the Grand Old Church of God in Christ. I've been on BT, TBN, all those types of things, Christianity Today, Promise Keepers, all of that. But still, at a young age, some of the deacons at the church started to take me around those Amway conventions back in the day and A.L. Williams. So before you tune me out, I say that up front because some people say, well, he sounds like a salesman or he sounds very preachy like a preacher. I make no apologies for who I am. I love seeing people blessed and I love seeing people's lives change. And yes, I am a believer. And so with that all said, that's me and that's what you're going to get. But you're going to get truth. And the truth is that, look, when the deacon started taking me around those network marketing, affiliate marketing, relationship marketing, whatever they want to call it now, look, all I know is that it works because 35 years ago, I saw people that were living their dreams, had time freedom and financial freedom, and I wanted that too. And so because I was always taught to work a job, that's it. You go to school, get the degree, get the good job, and you live happily ever after. Yeah, right. Look here. Look, job is a job, just over broke. Jobs buy you at wholesale and sell you for retail. But my mentor said you work full-time on your job, part-time on your fortune. And so that's what I did. I got involved in this industry, and I'm going to be transparent, guys. I've done it all. I want you to get to know me as I get to know you. I've done it all. Amway, Primerica, ACN, XL, candle parties, shoe parties, lingerie parties. Y'all forgive me about that one. Pray for me. I'm sorry, y'all. No, I've done it all. Cutco, Kirby, legal plans. I made about $1 million doing that. To go from being broke to making sometimes $30,000 in a day was just crazy. But from there, I saw the industries change. And then my wife and I were introduced to that of health, wellness, particularly skincare. Look, for those of you, let me just give you an insider trading tip. For those of you that already heard a little bit about what we're doing and you got onto this call to get some more information as well as confirmation, and as you're doing your research, let me help you. Even during a recession, the industries that continue to soar, continue to grow during a recession or not, are these: alcohol sales, gambling, pornography, sports as entertainment, and health and wellness, particularly skincare, because people love to mask what they're going through. Even during COVID, people took care of the top half of their body just to be on a Zoom, but at the bottom, y'all know, keep it real, y'all were wearing pajamas and everything else. Look here, that's just the way it is. And so when my wife and I saw what the skincare and health and wellness and the self-care revolution is all about and doing, we did. We got involved. And so we were already exposed to the skincare industry. But then from that point, guys, when we saw that the number one K beauty brand was coming here to North America, look, it started here and we got started 15 days after they started here. And so the company that you're seeing, the opportunity that you're seeing is called Riman. Riman stands for reborn, rebirth, gift of God, and independence. Our 3 pillars or our product lines are, as you see on the screen, ICD stands for intercellular dermatology, Boulder Lab, which is our hair care and our body care, and Lifening, which is for your internal health, because usually what's going on your skin is a direct reflection of what's going on in your gut. I'll come back to that. So with that said, let me just show you what I did as well. I did my due diligence because I needed to know this was worth Jermaine's time. Look, I don't play with people's time. I don't play with my time. Look, I'm a grown man and I needed to know at the age of 50, what am I, 53? I needed to know that this was worth my time. So when I did my research, I found this out. Riman had already been established. Hold on, correction. Proven since 2018. Even during COVID and through COVID, they had already done $2.5 billion in revenue before ever deciding to go into the affiliate marketing or the network marketing space. That's huge. It stands alone. Then they was rated as the number one K-beauty brand, had already sold 40 million bottles in South Korea. Then they said, you know what? If we've done it there, we can do it here because the whole K-pop, right? K-pop, right? K music, K drama, the K influence, but Korean skincare. Look, it used to be a tradition, but now it's trending everywhere. So they decided to open up in the United States and into Canada March the 18th, 2023. As I told you, we got started 18 days after that. Since then, we've opened up in Taiwan, Hong Kong, Mexico, Singapore, Malaysia, the Philippines. Hold on, I want you to pay very close attention to that because Forbes, not Jermaine Johnson, Forbes magazine says the best time for you to become a part of, to position yourself, to join an opportunity is when they're in the middle of a product launch or global expansion. Look, our goal is to open up 50 countries within the next 5 years. We're already into 9 and we're just getting started. This year alone, guys, we opened up the Philippines, Mexico, Singapore, Malaysia, United Kingdom, Japan as of what? Last week. And then already for 2026, Italy, Spain, Ireland, Colombia, Chile, Peru. What does that mean to you? Look here. It's global. And I'm telling you that because if you don't learn to make money while you sleep, you will work until you die. And if you're the only one contributing to your income, you forfeit your right for financial freedom. So this is why, if it's global, look, that's something that really gets my attention. This is Chairman Han. Pay attention to this though. He was already the number one product formulator in all of Asia. Hold on. Wait. I need y'all to get that. It don't get any better than the number one in all of Asia. I was talking to a lady the other day. As you know, we always talk to those critical people and so they're like, well, I don't know. Are they white labeling stuff? And right, is it really you all's product? Look, he was the number one product for. He formulated for all these other companies. Then he said, wait, he saw his daughter sleeping and said, wait, what if I could create a product and create a product that no matter what your age, ethnicity, or skin type, it allowed everyone to maintain. Hi, yes, hold on. You're talking.
You know, her pussy was always more important
I don't know how you opened up. Hello, hi. I'm gonna have to mute
what's
y'all.
important. What's
Hello,
most important to have
yes.
Elliot first be.
Hello. Wait.
I'm toxic. You're like, look, I'm chatting you later. I'll talk to you later. I'm
Hi.
going home and take care of my mom.
Who is talking? Hold on. See, y'all mess with me.
Mama's in the hospital.
Hi, whoever you are, don't mute out because I can't find you. Y'all are funny. Is that you, Tran Lee? Okay, y'all stop talking while I'm
Oh,
talking.
okay. Oh,
Hi. Yes, we love y'all. Hold on. There you go. Thank you. All right. So look here. Where was I? There we go. So he, y'all are crazy. I love y'all. So he said, let us create something for everybody. And he went to work, and this is actually what they came up with. This is Riman. These are our 3 brands, ICD, Boda Lab, and our lifening product. But these are our distinctions because I know there's someone on the line that you're saying, well, look, can I get skincare at Walmart or Target or Target, whatever you want to call it? Look, just because you change the name of Target to Target, that don't make it luxury. Y'all crazy. Look here. I'm just saying, look, these are the distinctions. Nobody is doing what we're doing in the space of skincare and beauty and health and wellness because we created our own plant. Hold on, I'll say that one again. We created our own plant. We took Beyond Pool, right, and which is also known as Asiatic Pennyworth, tiger grass, Centella asiatica. For those of you that ever been over to Asia, you've seen tigers wallowing around in the grass, hence tiger grass. It's not just because they want to, it's because of the healing principles and properties within that type of grass. That's what they were actually doing to heal their cuts and their wounds. So basically, we took Beyond Poo and we took Jeju Lava Energy Water. I know there's some of you on the line, you are so geographically, in tuned and educated that you can do this presentation better than me. But all I know is that it's true. There's water that has been trapped under volcanoes for years. Now, can they get this in other places of the world? Yes. In Japan, it's contaminated. In Spain, it's too sandy. Hawaii, it's too deep. So therefore, the only other place is Jeju Island, which is a UNESCO heritage site off of South Korea. It's like their Hawaii, and where people from South Korea will want to go and retire over on Jeju Island. I know about it because I just got back. And so what they did is they took the water, took this plant, as you see the little small picture down there, and they grew it 5 times larger. We made our own plant. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Nobody is doing this. And we have a 30-year contract with Jeju Island that we're the only ones that can do this within the space of skincare. And now, as of about 2 months ago, we just got a 20-year patent on the plant in the United States that we've created. Nobody can do in skincare what we're doing. Plus, on top of all that, nanoliposoma technology. Say that a few times. What is that? That's where we take our products and we have the processing to break it down to smaller than a hair follicle. Most companies can't even afford to do this, but we're able to do this so that it penetrates to the lower epidermis of skin, because you have about 3 layers. So understand, we say our products, they just don't do skin care, they do skin repair. Y'all should write that down. So with that said, guys, look, so that's what we call the trinity of transformation. But to really just put it all on the table, we are able to bring luxury products at an affordable cost. How is that? Because of our vertical integration. We're able to go farm to face, seed to sale. We own everything, guys. Here, look, just so you see it here on the screen, we own our own solar power station. We own the farms. We own the labs. We own our Jeju Lava Water Center. We own the wind stations that control. Guys, we own it all. So therefore, we don't have to transfer the unnecessary costs to the consumer. So the average bottles for our products are $25 to $35. That's insane. But wait, you don't have to take my word for it. Let me show you Jeju Island.
Jeju Island, the birthplace of Inselderm, where nature and tradition inspire transformation. Made different, elevated to its full potential. The world's first and only smart farm for Pyeongpool, introducing the first of its kind, Giant Pyeongpool. Infused with Jeju Lava Energy Water, a powerhouse of intense hydration and radiant vitality. Experience the legendary glow and lifting effect of K-Beauty. Experience the difference. A difference you'll love. The all-new Inselderm, Riman.
And I hope you saw that packaging at the end there, because that packaging
Jeju
there was actually designed by Pentagram. Pentagram is the leading New York, Madison Square Garden type of marketing firm. They only do the marketing for Louboutin, Lululemon, Gucci, Louis Vuitton, all of their fragrances. Well, they did all of our packaging. So it's a luxury feel and packaging, guys. Presentation is everything. And because we are the #1 K-beauty brand, we're going to bring it to the world first class. Now, this that you see on the screen is the village that the owners took their first year's profit. I'm going to keep it real because I've been involved in this industry for 35 years. I've heard everything. I know everybody. I've been in the green rooms. I've seen a lot of CEOs of companies, and companies say they're going to build us a resort or buy us an island. Well, guess what? The owner of Riman, the owners actually took their first year's profit and built us a resort already. We just got back. Those are our pictures there over on the island at our resort. It's insane. You got to go. You can qualify to go. They have a spa there where you can go and bathe in the Beyond Pool. And then we have our own luxury coffee shop that's like 3 stories, and it's all Riman, and then everything is yours. So I mean, it's our own all inclusive. It's guys. It's our resort. It's insane. You got to go. And then the farms. Look, I've been doing this presentation for 2 years, and I did it based off of what I heard and I read, and I've been on calls. But to go over there to the Riman farm, to go over there and sit in the presentation with the formulators and ask them questions, and then as you're sitting there, to have this big atrium roll up and you see this sea of Beyond Pool, then you walk over and you can go pick some and eat it and all this. Y'all know I had a good time, right? This is us there at the farm. You got to go. See, I know too much. Now, you can't tell me that it doesn't work or it isn't real. See, I've been there. See, and I know everything else that all these other people are trying to sell you and all this stuff, right? Look here, this is real. Now, what my good friend Dr. Matlock, he's Beverly Hills 90210 Doctor to the Stars, and he's also on our scientific advisory board. He actually said what makes Korean skincare so great is that they practice cleansing, hydration, and protection. Actually, he said they do double cleansing and double hydration. So it takes care of your past, your present, and your future. I said, oh, I love that. So this is our water line and our oil-based line. Now, I know some of y'all are sitting here, but look, you're a black man, right? Plus you're a man and you're African American. You don't do this stuff. No, look here. The Bro Glow movement is real. Y'all should write that down, because the men, we're taking better care of ourselves, and it doesn't matter what age or ethnicity that you are. Because look, I know my grandmama, and some of y'all had that same grandmama that they used to tell us black don't crack and beige don't age and Asian don't raisin. But look here, that's a lie. If you don't learn to take care of your skin, you will start to experience something called slippage. Y'all know what slippage is? Yeah, that's when things start slipping and sliding in ways that you never thought it would. Yeah, exactly. You better start taking care of your skin. And this is it. And just for my men on the line, do you know that men are 1/3 more likely now to get melanoma, skin cancer, because they don't put anything on? This is very important. I'm not just selling skincare. I share skincare. I'm selling confidence, and compliments. But look, this is for any age group, because you know that kids today that are in school that look different, they get bullied. And sometimes, guys, and this is more, the little baby in the middle there. This was when my wife and we went down to Dallas, Texas, and she had a severe case of eczema. She sat there with her parents and did one application of the regimen, and that's how her skin changed right before our eyes. Do you know the self-esteem, the light that just came alive in her? Guys, I don't have time to just try to sell you something. This is something that's life-changing for so many, because when people look better, they feel better, guys. This is huge. But I needed to know, does this work for everybody? Because when I got started here, we didn't have any before after pictures. So this is what we began to do. And these people, I know them. This is not Photoshop. People are turning back time. It's like the Benjamin Button disease. I mean, people are reverse aging. This lady here, she did not want it to work. 14 days later, her skin went from dull to vibrant. This lady here, I don't have time to play the video. She is 55 years young. She doesn't have one single face there. Guys, then you see me there in the corner. I started to look like my mother under my eyes. I love my mother, but I didn't want to look all the way like her. Is that all right? Y'all know what I'm talking about? So what my wife said, start using more of the product. I started using more of the product. Wrinkles under my eyes started to go, because we don't even have an eye cream because of what the products do for you. MJ Kim there in the middle of the screen. She had 4 children. Her body took a turn after 4 children. That's MJ right now. And then I see one of my other brothers here on the line. You know that guy over in the corner there, Tim Hur. And the gentleman I see you though, Brother Fortune. Look here. You remember Tim when he looked like that? Well, that's Tim today. God, these products are changing people's life. Christian Rosario there at the bottom. He said, look, I have a bad case of rosacea. right? He said, if you send me these and these products work, man, I'm telling you guys, these work. And then the mask. We just came out with a collagen melting mask that has 100% New Zealand collagen, which is the purest form of collagen. This is for those of you on the line, you're in the affiliate space. You like to do TikTok or Instagram. I dare you to do this mask. They call it the magical mask because you put it on, then you spray it, it disintegrates onto your face. This is my wife and I. For the sake of time, I'm not going to show you all of it. But look, we were one of the first ones doing that on TikTok, and people they wanted our URL or our website to just go get it. So look here, for those of you, if that's what you want to do, this is perfect for those of you that understand the affiliate marketing space. And then we just came out with what I call healthy makeup. Hold on, I'll say that one again. Healthy makeup. I did not know the toxins that people are putting on their skin with their makeups. This right here is huge with the lip tints and the oils and then the cushion of the blush cushions and all of that. Amazing products. And we're coming out with more in 2026. That industry alone, y'all remember what Kylie Jenner did with just a lip tint. Do y'all know what the money that can be generated for you and for your family just by sharing good, healthy, quality products? Then the Boda Lab, Beauty by Veganology, our hair care and our body care. The body care alone, the body wash feels like you're bathing in lotion. And I've traveled all over the world. I go to some countries and I forget my stuff here at home, and I didn't. Well, this is prior to Riman, and I wouldn't take stuff. I would use some of the hotel body wash, and I would get a rash or something over in other countries. This right here, you won't leave home without it. But then the hair care has desert cola in it, which is also known as the miracle of the desert. This is documented in Korea because Korea does not put anything on TV for a commercial that has not been documented, unlike the United States. So this is from a commercial in Korea. After using the Boda Lab hair care product, after 1 week of use, 83% of scalp trouble level has decreased, 29% of your moisture level has increased, 20% of your hair strength level has increased, and after 4 weeks of use, 62% of hair loss has decreased. I wish I knew about this then. Guys, this is insane. But then on top of that, guys, it gets better. Like, people are just sending us pictures of where they're growing their hair back. Cancer patients, people with alopecia and burn patches, all of this. We continue to get story after story. Then for those of you, I want you to think bigger. Think distribution points, because some of you are just thinking for yourself. But now I'm going to transition to talking business. Look, who do you know that's a barber? Who do you know that's a beautician? You can introduce Riman to them, and they add it into their brand portfolio to carry within their shop. Let's go further. Who do you know that has skin? I'll wait. Who do you know that wants to look younger or feel better? Turn back time. Exactly. Think about this, guys. You could introduce this to them. Then our lifening product. This is for your internal health. This is a natural psyllium husk fiber, and I'll slow down here just to really make this point. I did not know how many people struggle with regularity. I did not know that if you are not regular, it leads to senility and dementia. I did not know how many women struggle with regularity. Now we have a lady on, she may be on this call. She lost about 30 pounds just taking this product. All of my wife's girlfriends, before they travel or if they run out of anything, they're coming to our house to pick up some of this. And for those of you that travel a lot and your circadian clock, right, change. This is a product that's life-changing, goes into the lower intestine, pulls out the toxin and the debris. It is not intrusive, but I promise you, you will be regular. You will feel lighter. It's amazing. But usually what's going on your skin is a direct reflection of what's going on in your gut. We don't pay attention to it until we continue to hear these stories of diabetes and all these types of things. And then our beauty collagen ampule, that right there tastes so good. Pomegranate blueberry flavor that we have restaurants adding it into their drink menu and creating beauty drinks. Hold on. Who do you know that owns a restaurant? See, some of y'all aren't thinking big enough yet. think distribution points here. Now, for those of you that really you're starting to think distribution points outside of yourself using these products, let me introduce you to this. What if you found a person that signed up? I found a person that signed up a person and found this lady here. She is an esthetician to the stars in Miami Beach. So hold on. Who do you know that owns a day spa? Who do you know that runs a med spa? Who do you know that's an esthetician? Watch this.
So I saw this and I'm like, hey, this is something that I could do while my clients are probably getting a treatment. They might be sitting under the hair steamer. They might be laying back in the sink. This is something I could do. We do have a skincare department in my spa. I have a skincare specialist that, do these services. But this is something you could probably do on somebody, 15, 30 minutes, and they're going to see the results right away, and they're going to want the product. That is what attracted me to it. I know that the Koreans are notorious for making the best skincare product. Like I said, I don't know what they put in it, but you see the results right away. Like one of my former employees flew to Korea a few months ago just to go buy skincare. And then when I heard that this was the number one company, I didn't see why I shouldn't partner with them. I mean, my clients are people like Paris Hilton, Naomi Campbell, Claudia Jordan, Aaliyah, Ashanti. I mean, the list goes on. And then I have the hip hop dudes too, like Rick Ross, T.I., Memphis Bleak, Ludacris, Venus and Serena Williams, Dwayne Wade, Shaquille O'Neal. So my list is long, right? It's very impressive. So I know these people are into taking care of their skin. So this is a product that I see that could, enhance my business.
See, so for you all saying, well, I got too much on my plate. Well, you better have a lot on your plate if you want to eat. But here, people always use that excuse. But I'm just saying, look, we're just getting started. What if you were the person that signed up her, whereas she incorporates it into her stores, plural, and she makes commission. She gets rebate on the product that she sells, but then the person that brought her in, they get a little commission. And guess what? We get a little commission. Who do you know? Guys, right now you are seeing this at a point where you can be first to market. You can have distribution rights. So look, as I expand your process of thinking, guys, look, we're putting it in restaurants. We're putting it in beauty shops, barber shops, med spas. We even got so creative where my wife and I sponsored Arizona Fashion Week, and all of the models signed up as brand ambassadors, affiliates, planners within Riman, because they can do it on Instagram and all. See, some of y'all aren't thinking big enough. I'm just trying to help you. Look, so with that said, now, for those of you want to do your due diligence, let me help you. The global K-beauty industry just within the United States in 2019 did $10 billion. It's predicted to do $30 billion by 2029. Netflix just said 60% of its watchers are watching something with Korean content. I dare you to turn on the Grammys. K-pop has its own section. Shake Shack just added on a Korean-inspired menu. What other culture is defined by its first letter? This is insane. It makes sense. But for those of you that, y'all really want to research, let me help you again. Vogue just said Korean skincare is like living in the year 2050. Then the United States just said that K-beauty will be the largest GDP, one of the largest GDP imports within the United States. It's undeniable. Every product goes through 3 stages where it's ridiculed, opposed, violently opposed, then it becomes self-evident. That's when your neighbors are using Riman and you could have been the one to tell them about it, but everybody on your block is glowing because every household has Riman in it. Now, we used to live in the day of brick and mortar. Now we live in the day of click and order. 71% of people, they buy from people online and brands online, and they buy from people that post videos online. So however you want to do it, you have your own circle of influence, tell them about Riman, guys, because again, who do you know with skin? Who do you know trying to look younger? Turn back time. We're about to roll into 2026. This very week is where everybody is making a New Year's resolution or resolution, and 2 of the top 2 areas are what? Health and wealth. We got 2 of those. Look here, we got them both. Then you could take it B2B. So again, what other business owners do you know? And then as well, online, wherever you're comfortable. And this is how our compensation plan is broken down. It's broken down into those 3 areas. Of course, everybody can become a customer, but I'm going to encourage you. Look, going into the new year's, why not? Why not become a planner? I don't call them planners because people don't like to plan. So I like to call them global brand ambassadors. Sounds better, doesn't it? Look here. But you are a brand ambassador. You get started for $20. Did he say $20? Yes, he did. He did say $20. Hold on. You mean to tell me I can open up business, have home-based business tax advantages? Y'all caught that? You mean for $20? Wait, for the month? No, for the year. $20 with all of your back office, all of your accounting and your bookkeeping, all of that stuff is done for you. Wait, for $20? Yes. At that point, you begin to get 10% back off of everything you retail and then everything that people purchase from you. Now, 10% is good. I mean, that's what the church, that's what God asked for, 10%, right? But those are for people that you want to do affiliate marketing, and that's fine, right? But then for those of you that understand social selling, social retailing, walk with me for a minute. That's the manager or senior manager position where you begin to get 20 to 30% back off of everything you purchase and everything that people purchase from you. Hold on. 20 to 30? Hold on. Here it is. When you achieve 3,000 sales points or 6,000 sales points within a 3-month window. Oh, that's good. Okay, I can do that. And then we have a 90% ratio on the dollar exchange. So that's roughly about $3,500 in sales or $6,600 in sales here in the US. Then you are at the manager or senior manager position. And wait, once you qualify for that, you don't ever have to requalify for it. Are you for real? Yes, this is not your grandmother's network marketing company. This is a hybrid. This is a high margin wholesale distribution model. We're not playing all those games. We want to do something for a legacy, and that's life changing for everybody, no matter when you start. So those are those 2 positions for those of you. You understand social selling, social retailing, but guess what? You don't have to do it in 3 months. You can purchase up to that tonight and start off at the manager or senior manager position. Are you for real? Yes, I am. Now, team leader and above, that's for people that you like, one, yourself. You love to help other people as well. You like people as well. And you know the power of teams. This is for people that do know network marketing works if you work it, when you find something that's real. Right? Affiliate marketing, relationship marketing, all the different titles. That's for those and above, where you begin to get 40 all the way up to 50 or 6% of everything that you retail. But wait, that's just one portion of the compensation plan. As you're helping others, open group, then unilevel, and then leadership check match. Hold on, wait, did he say check match? Yeah. Guess what? Watch this on this line here. You have a Scott Fortune. Scott Fortune found Shalita Ramsey. Shalita Ramsey found Sherrod Willis. Sherrod Willis found me. And all of us went team leader. Well, guess what? Mr. Fortune don't even know me at that point. But wait, he gets 40% from him, 20% from her, 10% from me off of everything that I do. So let's say I start making $100,000 a year, a month, a week. Guess what? He gets 40%. He gets 40%. Let's say she does the same. He does the same. Guys, check match, check match. Look, in me being in this industry for 35 years, so my wife and I have never been blessed so much financially than we're being right now. It's because of the way this plan is designed. It's really a very robust compensation plan, and it's real because it rewards the right behavior, helping others. Guys, unilevel, I don't have too much time to spend here, but this is when you begin to at least do 1,000 BP per month. business points and you begin to get that adopted into your organization. Let's say you get started today, December, January, February, March, April. By the month of May, you have about 1,000 people on your organization, not one to leave any money on the table. So they are all doing 1,000 BP per month. You're going to make an extra 33,000 on top of everything else you're going to make. Let's say they do it 90% wrong, 10% right. That's still an extra $3,300. Let's say they double that. Say I'm a child of God. Look, I believe in multiplication. That's an extra $66,000. Part-time, then you want to get started with products. See, you can't just say, look, I'm in Riman, I'm in the personal wellness, skincare, health, wellness space, personal care space, and you don't have any product. That's like you opening a gas station and you don't have any gas. Or like my dad down in Alabama, I'll tell it. He opened up a shoe store and then he called me because he didn't have any shoes. So he wanted me to help him. Look, you can't do that, guys. You got to get some product. So look, here's how you want to get some product. But for those of you that you understood it, you wanted to get started at the manager position, well, then they just get 2 of the premium kit. Or you want to get started at the senior manager, they would get 4 of the premium kits. But get in or get started where you can. But the main thing is get some product so you get your own personal story. Take the 7-day challenge. Take a before picture. After 7 days, take an after picture. I dare you. Then you have the Starter Kit Plus, which gives you some of the product, some of the line. And then you have the Starter Kit X that just gives you enough for your own personal regimen. But the value of having enough product is because you have product to share. You have product to resell, because what we have people do are what are known as K-pop-ups. K-pop-ups are where people come over to your house and they sample the product. They get their glow on, and what happens, they don't want to wait for their product to come in the mail, so they buy what you have. It happens all the time at our house. Then those are the packages in Canada. But then on top of that, what better time for you to be getting started than December? We have 2 more days in 2025. And with this promotion as well, because this month, right now, for the next 2 days, we are searching for leaders. Not now, but people that are going to evolve and become who they were destined to be. You know, there's an actual stat out there that says 76% of people are natural born leaders, but they just don't realize it. It's crazy. This is one right now where they get started. They must get enrolled before midnight on the 31st, but then they launch their business on the 1st, and the first 3 months, if they go team leader in 2026, going to get an extra $2,500. If they go director by June, they're going to get an extra $5,000. Go senior director by September, extra $75,000. And then close the year off at the top position in the company, national director. Guys, that's a total of $25,000 on top of everything else. Now, you don't have to talk the way I talk. And I apologize. I went a few minutes over. Why? Because I stay excited. Look, I don't do a dull presentation. That's just not me. That's not within my makeup. Look, I'm excited about what this is doing for so many people because I hear stories every day. But this right here, you don't have to talk how I talk. You don't have to be as excited as I am. You can be reserved and just introduce people to the presentation. Tomorrow night orientation, help people get started. You don't even have to do the training. And then close out the month, everything that you get in by midnight, right? On 31st, you're going to get paid out for on the 15th of the month. Now, if it's customer sales, all those types of things, then you can get some of those things paid out weekly. But your overall team commission is on the 15th of the month. Guys, this is insane, guys. So you can just put people in front of the information and the training. Then on Friday, goal setting workshop. What better time to be on that call? January the 2nd with our first ever national directors, the first in the company. Guys, Chris Kim, Tim Hur, and then the rundown from the company itself with Betty Perez and Danny Bay on the 2nd. Then our global kickoff will be on January the 9th or 10th, depending on what country you're in. So with that said, in closing, what better time for you to be getting started? Because our next convention is coming up in about 60 days. We are all going to be in Long Beach, California. And it's going to be the first time that we aren't having the meeting in a hotel ballroom. We are growing into the big arena. And it's going to be huge, guy. I'm telling you, I cannot wait to see it. And then we are going to Costa Rica. You can qualify for this trip by the 31st of January by getting travel points as you get started with product and help others get started. And then again, expand your business, guys. We are going and growing into all of these countries in the dark green. We are opening those all next. You want to position yourself now, guys. Now, by the numbers, 350% increase in Google searches for Korean skincare from 2016 to 2021. See, people lie, numbers don't. 56% of American women have shown interest in K-beauty. 46% of Gen Z consumers actively are using these products. 80% of women who try K-beauty products report high levels of satisfaction. 70% of these customers go on to repurchase K-beauty products, indicating strong brand loyalty. Why do I emphasize that? Because we don't even have a mandatory auto ship. Because we found out if you do a mandatory auto ship, right, and push product on people in that way, they'll only order the one product. The average Riman customer orders 8 to 10 times per year. So we don't have a mandatory auto ship. That's insane. Guys, we're doing it different. But look, maybe you still don't believe what I'm saying. I saw this January the 2nd of 2025 to ring in this year that we're about to close out. I'm done after this.
Our New Year's series is looking at different areas of your life that you could use a reset. This morning, we're talking about skincare. If you've spent any time on social media, you probably know that skincare routines have become very popular in the last few years. In fact, the global skincare industry is projected to be worth more than $260 billion by 2027.
Hold on. 260 billion by 2027. Oh, the only question is, as of right now, how much of that is going to flow into your household? How much of that are you going to take a part of market share? See, Jay-Z and his hedge fund, Jay-Z, the artist, entertainer, rapper, his investment firm just invested into K-pop, K-beauty, and all of that, and the Korean expansion. That's a clue. You see, this is like being in on the front end in 1963, in the beginning of, say, the Mary Kay, or 1959 in the beginning of Amway, or 1976 on the beginning of Apple, or 2008 in the beginning of a Bitcoin. Look, they say it's a sad thing here in America. One mother can raise 4 children, but 4 children a day can't retire one mother. You go to the Walmart, you see our grandparents still working. You go to the airport, you go to the Costco, you see our grandparents still working. It took one Oprah to change her family tree, one Bill Gates to change his. Who will change yours? If not you, then who? If not now, then when? Get back with the person that invited you here, because my mentor told me when opportunity comes to knock at your door, please don't have to run back to get your coat. And again, some of you didn't even get on here to get information. You came on here to get confirmation because you've been praying for something, because you know that there's too much potential in you. Instead of settling for a pension, it's time for you to walk in your passion. Get back with the person that invited you here. Tell them, look, I want in. And I want to make sure I get in before the 31st so I can be eligible to get that extra money in 2026. And I can tell you, on behalf of the leadership of this company, guys, look, I can just borrow my faith. I can already see you somewhere in the future living much better than you live right now, eating much better than you eat right now, driving much better than you drive right now, traveling much better than you travel right now. And I know your skin is going to be glowing much better than it's glowing right now. I love you to life. Y'all be blessed. Welcome to Riman. Bye. Bye. I'm done. Y'all bye.